jehi saṁsparśajā bhogā Duḥkha-yonaya evate ādy-antavantaḥ kaunteya teṣu ramate budhaḥ. Happiness, which is derived by touch senses. Saṁsparśajā. Saṁsparśajā means happiness, so-called happiness derived by touch senses. Jehi saṁsparśajā bhogā, enjoyment. Duḥkha-yonaya evate. Lord Kṛṣṇa says that that is not real happiness. Any happiness derived out of touch sensation, that is not real happiness, rather that is the gate of various miseries. The whole Vedic scripture describes that happiness derived of sense perception out of this body, that is not real happiness. If we have to enjoy real happiness, then we have to transcend this bodily pleasure. Happiness is there because I am spirit soul. Actually, I am full of pleasure. But because my sense of happiness is being manifested through this matter, therefore we are being frustrated in deriving real pleasure. Though those who are in the advanced in the spiritual life, they are called yogi, the yogina, ramate yogina anante. Those who are spiritualists, they also enjoy, but they enjoy in real happiness which has no end. Any happiness which is ended at a certain point, that is not happiness. That is rather source of distress. ādy-antavantaḥ kaunteya teṣu ramate budhaḥ. Buddha means who is learned. A learned person does not enjoy such flickering or transient happiness which is derived by sense touches. Praknoti haiva jasorum prak sharira vimokṣana kamakrodha bhavam begam sa yukta sa sukhi nara. Saknoti. Saknoti means one who is able to tolerate. Ihaiva. Ihaiva means in this body. Sorum. Sorum means to tolerate. Prak. Prak means before. Sharira vimokṣana, before leaving this body. If one practices that, what is that practice? Kama krodha bhavam begam. Begam means urge. Just like sex urge. Everyone has got sex urge. Or so many things, we have got some urge. Now, that Kṛṣṇa advises that before quitting this body, the example is that suppose a man is diseased, is suffering from a type of disease, and doctor has asked him not to take solid food. Now, he is thinking that because he is practiced to take solid food, he is thinking, I must take solid food. I must take solid food. But if he can tolerate, no, doctor has advised not to take solid food. If he can tolerate, then he becomes very easily cured. Similarly, sense perception, sense pleasure is reserved for us in our spiritual life. That is actual sense pleasure. Yet, we are having sense pleasure artificially through this body. So, before leaving this body, if we practice to stop sense pleasure as much as possible, there is training, of course. Without training, nothing can be done. So according to Vedic civilization, this training was given. The student life, complete abstinence from sex life. Then, Vanaprastha life, complete abstinence. And sannyas like complete absence. The whole training was to abstain, to cure. Because the same example, in disease condition, we cannot enjoy the food stuff which we take. When we are healthy, we can enjoy the taste of the food stuff. So we have to cure. We have to cure. And how to cure? Now, to be situated in the transcendental position of Kṛṣṇa consciousness. That is the cure. So Kṛṣṇa advises here, anyone who is able to tolerate the urge of sense pleasure, so long this body is there will be urges for sense pleasure. But we have to mold our life in such a way that we should be able to tolerate. That will give us our advancement in spiritual life. And when we are situated in spiritual life, that enjoyment is unending, unlimited. There is no end. Exactly a similar passage is there in Srimad Bhagavatam. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Rishabdev is advising his son that Nayang deha deho bhajang niloke kastan kaman arahati birbhujang je tapo divyang putraka jena satya suddhet jasmad brahma sokham ananta. It is very nice work. He says, my dear boy, this human form of life, now ayanga deha means this body. Now ayanga deha, deho bhajang niloke. Everyone has got body. The cats, dogs, hogs, and birds, beasts, man, human being, demigod, everyone has got this body, material body. But he is especially advising Nrideha. Nri means human form of life. He says that this human form of life is not meant for working hard for sense pleasure, just like the hogs and dogs. His advice. Then what it is meant for? He says, tapah vidvam. One should undergo penance for transcendental realization. And what will be the result of such penance? He says that jato suddhet satya, your existence will be purified. And when your existence is purified, then you will enjoy Brahma Sokham, the unlimited spiritual happiness. You are hankering after happiness. Happiness is your prerogative. You must have. That is your life. You cannot stop happiness. But happiness in the disease condition is not happiness. That we must understand. So we have to cure this disease condition and then enjoy happiness, then enjoy pleasure. That will be unlimited. There will be no end. And in the disease condition, suppose whatever pleasure you take, it is for a few seconds, for a few minutes, or few hours, or few days. It will end. But real happiness, what is real happiness? That is unending. Brahma Sokham Anantam. Anantam means unending. So we are meant for unending happiness. The Kṛṣṇa advises here, the saknoti haiva ja sorum prak sharira vimakshana. Before quitting this material body, if one practices to tolerate the so-called urges of sense pleasure, then he becomes very happy at the long run. He recommends this. And that is the real purpose of human form of life. That we should not derive, we should not try to derive that false happiness in this disease condition of material life. This is temporary, that is not happiness, we should understand. And out of ignorance, we are engaged to derive such kind of happiness, but that is not happiness. Real happiness is in spiritual life. We have to attain that spiritual life, and just a man tolerates so many things for being cured. Similarly, we have to practice tolerance. Then there will be urges, certainly, because we have practiced to this sense urges for so many births in so many evolutionary process. Now, in this human form of life, we have to consider that I am not this body, I am spirit soul. So I have to search out the happiness of the spirit soul, and for that I have to train myself under superior guidance, as Arjuna has put himself under the guidance of Kṛṣṇa. जो अंत सुख अंतराराम तथा अंतर ज्योति रेवज सजोगी ब्रह्म निर्वाणम ब्रह्म भूता अधिगच्छति. One who is aspiring after that transcendental happiness, which is called Brahma Sukha. Brahma Sukha. One who is jo anta sukha, that Brahma Sukha is within. That Brahma Sukha is not without. Jo antar sukha antar aram, and is happy and pacified by enjoying within. Antar sukha antar arama tatha antar jyoti revaja, and who is trying to find out the Brahma Jyoti, the effulgence of Brahma within. Sajogi Brahma Nibbana. That yogi is already situated in Brahma. Nibbana means ending all this material contamination. Brahma Bhuta Adhigacchati, and he becomes a realized soul of the Brahma concept. Labante Brahma Nibbana Rishaya Kina Kalmasa Chinna Dvaidha Jatatmana Sarvabhuta Hite Rataha. Now Kṛṣṇa says the Kina Kalmasa, one who is able to reduce the reaction of our sinful life. We must know it, that this material existence, either in any form, they are all reaction of our sinful life. That we must know it. So, in any condition, it does not matter that a highly advanced person, educated, learned, rich, or beautiful, or anyone, that more or less, according to degree, they are all enjoying or suffering the reaction of their past karma. And more or less, all the world, they are considered to be sinful. So, Hina Kalmasa means those who are trying to reduce the reaction of sinful activities. How? That by practicing that sense control. The practice is that sense control. Just like a diseased person. By controlling according to the prescription of the doctor, by controlling himself, he becomes reduced in the sufferings of the disease. The fever diminishes from 105 degrees to 102, then 100, then 99, then 98, he is cured. Similarly, we have to reduce the temperature. We haven't got to increase the temperature. We are just like in the matter of increasing our temperature. We are thinking that by increasing the temperature, we shall be happy. We do not know that by increasing temperature, we shall never be happy. We have to decrease the temperature. There is a very nice story, perhaps I've many times told you, that there was a householder, very rich man. His wife was sick and the maid servant was also sick. So the gentleman called for a doctor, and the doctor treated both the patient. And the doctor said that your wife has got 98 temperature, is nothing serious. But your maid servant, she has got 104 temperature. So she should be taken care. Now, the housewife, she became angry. She told the doctor, "Oh, I am the head of the family, I have got only 98 temperature and my thermometer is 104. So you are not a doctor. So that is going on. From 104, we want to increase 107 degrees when death will come. So the modern civilization is increasing the temperature. So we have come to the point of 107 degree atom bomb. So we are prepared for killing ourselves. So this degree, this increasing of temperature of material enjoyment will never make us happy. We have to decrease the temperature. We have to come to the point of 97, not to the 107. So, lamante brahma nirvana, risayat hina kalmasa, just like by decreasing temperature, we come to the path of healthy life. Similarly, if we decrease our sensual activities, the material life means sensual activities, nothing more. Whatever advancement of civilization we are creating, that means we are simply creating artificial sense enjoyment. This is called material civilization. Simply sense enjoyment. Nothing more. So we have to, of course, we don't decry the modern civilization, but it has its proper use. Just like we are also using here electric light, the microphone, and the tape recorder. This is the gift of the modern science. So instead of decrying them, let them engage in the matter of understanding Kṛṣṇa concept. Then everything will be properly utilized. We cannot go back. We cannot go back in the matter of advancement of modern civilization. But here we have got a point. Kṛṣṇa consciousness. Nirbandhe Kṛṣṇa sambandhe. We can engage everything in the matter of understanding Kṛṣṇa concept. Everything can be utilized proper. Jukta vairagya. We haven't got to give them up. Our Goswami, our predecessor, Acharya, they do not recommend that whatever is produced now, we shall not give them up. Oh, it is all material, we don't want. No. Even that is material. Material is everything. My body is also material. So as I am utilizing my material body for spiritual advancement, similarly, I can utilize anything material for spiritual advancement. That is first. So that prescription is given. Nirbandhe Kṛṣṇa sambandhe. You just try to engage everything in Kṛṣṇa consciousness. Then you will have to, that means everything will be transformed into spiritual. By Kṛṣṇa consciousness, everything will be transformed into spirit. Just like the iron rod, if you put into the fire, it gets warmer, and when it is red hot, then it is no longer iron rod, it is fire. Similarly, if we constantly engage all our energy in Kṛṣṇa consciousness, then even though we have increased the temperature to 107 degrees, that will be transformed into 107 degrees of spiritual life. Yes. That is the secret of this Kṛṣṇa consciousness. As we will understand, when we come to the 9th chapter, it is how clearly stated that Susukham Kartavya. It is very happy to adopt this principle of Kṛṣṇa consciousness. So, instead of lamenting what has been done, that is useless. No use lamenting. We have to now go and make progress, advance by Kṛṣṇa consciousness and utilizing everything for that purpose, Kṛṣṇa consciousness. Then everything will be all right. Otherwise, प्रापञ्चिकतया बुद्ध्या परिसम्बन्धिना वस्तुना मोक्षोपि परित्यागः फल्गुवैराग्य कथ्यते. Simply thinking, oh, it is material, oh, it is not spiritual, let me give it up. But I do not know how to utilize them in the purpose of Kṛṣṇa consciousness. Then that sort of renunciation is not very much appreciated by our Goswami Sampradaya. We should not decry anything. Whatever is produced now, welcome. But let it be engaged in Krishna consciousness. Then everything will be all right. The same example, just like Arjuna was a fighter. He was a military man. But when he was trying to make his sense gratification. He was trying, he declined to fight just to make his own sense gratification. What is that sense gratification? He thought that by killing my kinsmen, my brothers on the other side, I will be unhappy. So my happiness and unhappiness appertaining to this body, that is a kind of sense gratification. So when he was taught Bhagavad-gita, he gave up that process of sense gratification. He agreed to fight to satisfy the sense of Kṛṣṇa. So he remained the same fighting man. He remained the same military man. But only difference was that in the beginning, he wanted to satisfy his own senses. And at the end of studying Bhagavad-gita, when he became a liberated soul, he engaged the same energy for the sense gratification of Kṛṣṇa. So this is Kṛṣṇa consciousness. We haven't got to decry anything. Simply, we have to change the consciousness. Everything we are now doing in the matter of sense gratification, we have to prepare ourselves. We have to train ourselves for the sense gratification of Kṛṣṇa. That is Kṛṣṇa consciousness. So that requires toleration. Now we have practiced to satisfy our own senses since a very, very long time in every life, either in this human formal life, in other so many species of life. Everyone is engaged for sense gratification. Now we have to change the process. Instead of satisfying my senses, we have to agree to satisfy the sense of Kṛṣṇa. Unfortunately, we make the Supreme Lord senseless. This God is impersonal. He has no sense. He has no hand. He has no mouth. He has no leg. Then what it is? So we are creating imaginary God in that way. But here is God present, Kṛṣṇa. He is with hands and legs and feet and speaking to Arjuna. So God is not senseless. And if he is senseless, then there was no use of speaking this Bhagavad-gita and taking it so very important book so that the world is reading very carefully. He is not senseless. He is with full sense. Otherwise, this Bhagavad-gita has no meaning. So he is with full sense. Now, the Kṛṣṇa consciousness means that instead of satisfying my senses, we have to satisfy the sense of Kṛṣṇa. A simple process. It's not very difficult. Kama krodha vimuktanam jyotinang jatachetasam abhita brahma nirvanam vartate viditatmanam kama krodha vimuktanam. Now, this kama krodha, lust, anger, it has been advised in the 4th chapter that they are our very great enemies. So we have to give it up. The kama krodha vimukta. The kama krodha, we have to give up this lust and kama. Kama is lust and krodha means anger. Now just see, kama krodha vimukta. How kama krodha vimukta? How one can be freed from kama krodha? Kama krodha, how one can be freed? Now just see the same example you see. That Arjuna, he was thinking of the welfare of his kinsmen. Kṛṣṇa was asking that he should fight, and he was declined. So this kind of declining is kama, lust, his own sense gratification. Now, as soon as we can to satisfy the senses of Kṛṣṇa, then he freed from his own kama, own lust. There is no more his own lust. His own lust was that he was desiring not to fight. But as soon as he agreed to the instruction of Krishna, he gave up his own lust. He becomes free from kama krodha. So kama krodha, this anger and this lust, that can be actually, we can be freed from this anger and lust when we are actually in Krishna consciousness. Kama krodha vimuktanam jyotinang jatachetasam. Jyotinang, they are called great sages who is able to give up this kama, the lust and anger. They are called great sages. Samarupa tapasvinam, tapasvi, who are sages, their beauties, they are always forgive. They forgive any enemy. Just like you have got very nice example. Lord Jesus Christ. Yeah, he was being crucified, but he forgave all the persons who were engaged in crucifying him. He prayed, Lord, oh my Lord, these people do not know what they are doing. So this is, the signs of great sages. That they are not, angry. It's a kama krodha. So, angry, we can give up anger only when you are Krishna conscious. Otherwise, it is not possible. So long we are after our own sense gratification, it is not possible to give up lust and anger. It is not possible. Simply, when you are, why Lord Jesus Christ was able to forgive them? Because he was engaged in God's service. Therefore, he was there. So it is such a thing. Sarvai gunai tatra samasati tura. One who is actually Krishna conscious, automatically all the good qualities overtake without any separate endeavor. The kama krodha vimuktanam jyotinang jatachetasam abhita brahma nirmanang vartate viditatmana. So, one who is always engaged in Krishna consciousness, automatically he becomes free from lust, anger, and this is the stage of Brahma Nibbana. Brahma Nibbana means cessation of material conception of life and we engage in spiritual transcendental position. That is the Brahma Nibbana. Parashan kitta bahibhajam sakhul antarare bhruva pranapano samokritya nashabhantaracharino. Now this is yoga process. Krishna is advising the yoga process. The yoga process means to come to the point of Krishna consciousness. But one who directly goes to Krishna consciousness, he hasn't got to practice this. But still, the practice is recommended here. The sparshana kritta mohid bhajam chakhu antare brahma. We have to put our eyeballs within the what is called eyelid? Eyebrow, yes. Eyebrow. And pranapanu samokritta, there are 5 times of air passing within our body. Prana, apana, mana, udana. There are different names of this air. So controlling them, pranapanu samokritya, nasam bhantaro charino, and they are coming, breathing control. These are the process, those who have practiced the yoga process, they can know. Jatendriya manobuddhi muni mokha parayana vigachet abhaya krodha ja sada mukta evasa. Now this process is to give up that lust and anger. But if you engage yourself direct in Krishna consciousness, the result of this process is achieved very easily. Jatendriya manobuddhi nirmokha parayana vigata ichha. Ichha bhaya krodha. Ichha. Ichha means we desire so many things. And in material life, we shall be always afraid. Afraid. Everyone is afraid. So, ichha bhaya krodha. And anger is unavoidable because we are in so many things we are frustrated in our dealing. that anger is possible. But if we are engaged in Krishna consciousness, even we are put into such difficulty. I am very glad to inform you that one of our students is put into some difficulty, but he is very happy simply thinking of this Krishna consciousness as a practical. He is not very very long. He is practicing the Krishna consciousness, but and within a few days he has learned that. And just now I received telephone that he said that I am quite happy. So this is such a thing. Krishna consciousness can get even in the greatest. Jasmin site guru napi dukkena na vikalate. Even one is situated in a very great dangerous point, still he is not disturbed. This is such a thing. Krishna consciousness. He does not become disturbed. Bhuktaram jagatavasam sarvaloko mahestaram. Sridang sarvabhutanam gyattamam shantim ichchati. Now, here Krishna summarizes that if you want peace, peace, the formula of peace you must know. What is that formula? Now, bhuktaram jagatavasam, bhuktaram jagatavasam sarvaloko mahestaram. Sridang sarvabhutanam gyattamam shantim ichchati. If anyone understands that Krishna or the Supreme Lord, he is the enjoyer of all activity. Now, whatever activities are going on in this world, there is some result of any activity, especially good activity. Here it is called Jagga-tamasa. Jagga and tamasa, that is good. They are pious activities. So, in Krishna says that if anyone can understand that all the result of pious activity, the enjoyer is Krishna. Bhuktaram Jagatavasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, and he is the proprietor of all planets. Not only this earth, but there are innumerable planets, innumerable universes, and the Lord is the proprietor of all these universes. Then Sridang Sarvabhutana, and he is the only friend of all living entities. Sridang Sarvabhutana, Gyatta Mam Shantim Ichchati. If anyone can understand this secret of life, that nobody is proprietor, everyone is claiming that I am proprietor of this house, I am proprietor of this land, I am proprietor of this country, or I am proprietor of this planet. You can go on increasing. There are many instances who became proprietor of many other planets also in the history of God. Not only this planet, but many other planets. But this is mistake. Actually, the proprietor is the Supreme Lord. We are just guests in his house. We are not proprietor. We must develop this sense that Krishna is the proprietor, or the Supreme Lord is the proprietor. That is actually fact. We come here as guests. Suppose I am Indian, you are American. We have come on this earth and as guests for few years, say for 100 years or 50 years. Then we leave this place. So if I am the proprietor, why don't I take this place with me when I am going? No, I am not proprietor. So there is no question of tyaga, renunciation. And there is no question of bhogā or enjoyment. Because you are not proprietor, so neither you can enjoy it, neither you can renounce it. So renunciation or enjoyment, both are illegal. Renunciation, suppose we are sitting in this room. This room belongs to the landlord. Suppose I am vacating this room, and while I am going from this room, if I say to the landlord, well, Mr. Such and Such, I leave this place for you. No. What is this place? That place belongs to him. How we are living? So he will laugh. Oh, you are my guest, you are my tenant. How you can live? It is mine. Similarly, if we say, all right, I am giving up this, renouncing this enjoyment life, So either we cannot either renounce or enjoy. Both are illegal. Simple thing is that we must know that as it is formulated here, that everything belongs to God. So everything should be engaged for the service of God. That is real knowledge. Just like suppose here is $100 note somebody left by mistake. Now, what is to be done with that $100 note? If somebody takes the $100 note, so here is a $100 note, take me. They let me take it and enjoy. Oh, that is illegal. And if that $100 note is neglected, all right, let it remain there. The owner will find it. That is also not good. Because if I do not find out the person and hand over that $100 note, that is not my duty. Because others may take it out. Similarly, to leave that $100 note is also not good, and to enjoy that $100 note is also not good. The best is that find out the proprietor of that $100 note. Ask somebody, have you left something, sir? Anybody? Even, yes, I am missing $100. Here is. That is the answer. Similarly, if we understand that everything belongs to God, so that sense will lead me, though I have not enjoyed. So my sense gratification, my anger, my lust, all finished. All finished at once, at slow. If I understand that nothing belongs to me, everything belongs to God. Oh. If I want to enjoy it, that is illegal. And if I neglect it, that is also illegal. If I say, oh, let Jagannamitha, this world is false, I don't want it, let me go to the Himalaya and the jungle. Oh, that is also not good. You must try to utilize the whole thing for the purpose of Kṛṣṇa. Because everything belongs to Kṛṣṇa. That is your truth. That is Kṛṣṇa consciousness. Because he is the proprietor. Now, that and tape recorder is an advancement now, material science. We should think, oh, this is the property of Kṛṣṇa. Let it be utilized in the propaganda war for Kṛṣṇa's sake. That is proper utilization. So everything, Sarvaloka Maheswaram, suppose if somebody says that I am the proprietor of everything of this room, so you have no claim. So we have actually no claim. We simply come. And the whole philosophy, that is spiritual community. In the Bhagavad, you will find that there is anything, all the richness, all the riches that is all over the world, all over the universe, that is created by God. So you are at liberty to make its use. You can take as much as you like. But if you claim proprietorship, then you make fault and you have to. You can use them. There is no harm using. Kṛṣṇa has given, God has given us enough things. Now, why you are suffering? Why the world is suffering? Because we are trying to occupy. Oh, this is my country. Oh, he says, this is my country. Oh, this is my property. You cannot come here. You cannot enjoy it. This is the trouble. But if we think, oh, it is all Kṛṣṇa's property, let us enjoy it and be Kṛṣṇa conscious and be happy, then there is no disturbance. Then automatically peace is there. So we do not know what is peace, what is the formula of peace, but we are trying to make peace. We keep all the dirty things within our heart, and we are making propaganda that we want peace. How you can have peace? Here is the peace formula. What is that? Bhoktāram jagadavasam sarvaloka maheswaram. The Supreme Lord, Kṛṣṇa, He is the enjoyer. He is the proprietor. And He is the real friend. In the Vedic scripture, in fact, He is such a nice friend that I am transmigrating from one body to another. And Kṛṣṇa is also transmigrating in the same body. Super so. Suppose I am transmigrating to the body of a hog. Kṛṣṇa is present there also. He is such a friend. Now suppose we have got our friends. So when I've got richness, I am very rich, I will have so many friends. And suppose I am poverty stricken now, no friends come to us. And Krishna is not such a friend. Krishna is such a good friend. Then whatever condition you may live, he is always good. Ah, he is always good. Ah. And in the Vedic literature, you find that two birds are sitting on the same tree. One bird is eating the fruit of the tree, and the other bird is witnessing. That witnessing bird is Krishna, and the eating bird is myself. I am eating. I am enjoying the fruits of my work in this material world. And Krishna is simply observing. And just like Arjuna was talking so many things, Krishna was observing. But when Arjuna came to his senses, he surrendered to Krishna. Shishyastriyam sadhumam prapanna. Similarly, the bird, the super soul bird, is sitting, is simply waiting for the opportunity when he will say, "Oh, Krishna, I surrender unto you. Now, protect me, give me wisdom." So this is the formula Krishna says. Bhokaram Jagadavatam Sarvalokamaheswaram Sridam Sarvabhutanam Gyattamam Shantumicchati. If you really want peace, then this is the formula. You should always know that Krishna is the enjoyer of everything. He is the provider of everything. And he is the only sincere friend. Sridam Sarvabhutam Gyatva. One who understands this secret, he becomes happy. Peace is found. Thank you. If there is a question.